Yeah, and you're saying without a hint of sarcasm, Mousinho out. Boss. Idiots.
Yes. Okay.
Stick that in your sound bite.
So is that that's our opening? That's our opening gambit right there, isn't it? Here we go. Welcome to the Pompey Pod with Mike and Dan. This is post West Bromwich Albion, a 0-3 at Pratton Park yesterday, Sunday, live on Sky. We'll be talking about that terrible result and the performances we're in. We'll also be looking at a little bit ahead to we'll have a little social media roundup and stuff like that. We'll also look at this. We're going to experiment by whacking in some highlights of the game this time round. We won't be able to see them, but I'm going to run them just so people have got things other than our faces to look at.
Wow,
engaged! But we're going to do that. So stay tuned for the highlights. If you like the Pompey Pod, why not subscribe to our channel, like, share, follow, all those good things. Make some comments. What did you think of the game against West Brom at the weekend? A lot of people have commented, and we'll talk about that in a little bit.
They sure have.
We knew the start was going to be difficult, didn't we? We knew the first 7 games were going to be difficult. We've got 3 points. They're back-to-back home defeats. I think the concern is probably the cutting edge, the lack of, not lack of creativity, it's lack of putting chances away, wouldn't it? No shots on target again.
Yeah.
It's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult. Overall assessment of the game, before we get into it too much, what's your overall? Are you completely disheartened? Obviously,
overall, no. I was more disappointed with the performance against Sunderland. And I didn't feel overly disappointed about that game yesterday. It was just annoying with the goal after 1 second or whatever it was.
54 seconds.
Yeah. 54 seconds. And it was just and even though we came back well, sort of had a lot of ball, knocked it around quite well, played the best football I've seen us play this season. It was just like, well, unless we get a goal soon, we're struggling, aren't we? And then if you go 1-0 down to a team like West Brom, you just like that early in the game, it's tough, isn't it? And that's the problem. We've got no striker, or we don't seem to have a striker. I don't quite know what's going on with our players at the minute, injury-wise, and players on the bench. So it is just that cutting edge. I think I thought the atmosphere was good after we went 1-0 down. That was really good, and they did really seem up for it, the players. But it was just that lack of, like you say, that cutting edge in it. And just even though you say we had 14 shots, none of them were like, apart from the odd couple, Murphy's one that just went past the post. None of them were sort of that close, weren't they?
I think there's two of note. Like you say, Murphy's one just past the post. That was unlucky. I thought the one where we probably should have done better is where Lang nicked it in the first start. Nicked it. The goalkeeper, terrible pass. Lang nicked it. I thought he did really well nicking in front of him without fouling. It was a difficult one to get in front. I just felt at that stage he tried to go back across, didn't he? It just seemed the easiest shot from a power point of view and from trying to slot it was to try and slot it in his near post. I'd have thought there was no one really covering that. Keeper was a little bit kind of all over the place. And he just tried to go back across, which there was a couple of, or at least one covering defender, if not 2.
Yeah.
So it's little things like that. I thought Lang had a really good first half. Actually, I thought his pressing was excellent. I thought
I thought a few of them did
really good.
I thought a few of them had a go. I thought Dazelle played very well as well. First half, I thought he was unlucky to be taken off. I don't think Mousinho is ever going to take Pack off, so there's no surprise when Dazelle gets taken off. But I thought it was his best game that I've seen him play anyway. Yeah, and it was good to have some players back. I thought McIntyre was very good as well. I think he's going to be. I think he's going to be class. I think he's going to be really good. I think he's going to be our Luke 09. I think, like Sunderland, he's just going to be. I think he's just going to be that sort of player. Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if he. Yeah, I think if he stays injury free, I would be surprised to see him sort of maybe getting player of the season or something at the end of the season. I'm going to call it
big
now.
call, big
Yeah,
call
call it now.
You went
Yeah.
early last year as well, didn't you?
I did, with O'Quinn. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, but yeah, well, him or Lang, but it's all. And
So
I thought Murphy did well as well. Some people moaning about Murphy, and I didn't understand it. Some people on social media are saying, "Oh, what's he done? He hasn't done anything." I thought, well, I thought he looked quite lively. He hasn't played for a long time, and he's at least tried to get a few balls in the box. He's had a shot, which is a lot more than most of our wingers normally do. I thought he was quite good, and then he got taken off, which I think was just a fitness thing, wasn't it?
I assume so, because he actually that was just after that shot that just whistled past the post, past the post. Sorry, I went all commentator there, but yeah, it was just almost immediately after that shot. Wasn't it? I thought he started a little bit over keen, if I'm honest with you. I thought there was a couple of times where he had an option inside and he just tried to take his man on. And I thought after about 10 minutes or so, he got into the game, and 15 minutes, and yeah, he was on our Facebook page. We put a little poll out, and he did get man of the match, 65% of the votes. So Pack was second, McIntyre third, and Norris fourth. So a couple of questions for you then, Dan. Firstly, did you have a good view of the Norris save, which was phenomenal?
No, I only saw that today on the highlights. But yeah, it was a good save, wasn't it?
Very good save. Very good save. You could also,
and I didn't realise just how close it was as well.
Yeah, literally centimetres. Okay, here's the questions then. So we talked about Carnage. Sadie, why are we persisting? Yeah, that's the word. With Sadie as a 9. Why is this still happening? Because he's not a 9. He never has been a 9. And what's the rationale, do you think?
I think it's because there's no one else. I think it's because Yengi was going to, although Yengi was going to start sub anyway, wasn't he? So
yeah.
So Yengi's still not fully fit, I don't think. And Sorensen, I think, to coin one of your 1980s phrases, the jury's still out. The jury's still out with Sorensen. And who else? The lad from Brighton, he wasn't on the bench.
Yeah, he's injured apparently.
I was injured, is he?
He got injured on international duty.
So he's injured. So what else do you do? Unless you put Sorensen up there, or would you? I think Mang's doing too well in the 10. Right?
Yeah, I agree.
Then you've got no one else. You got no one else at the minute.
Yeah, he's obviously not keen on Sorensen, is he? He's obviously not, or he still feels that he needs to get used to our game. But
I think Sorensen
okay when he's played, isn't he?
I just think he's very slow, isn't he? Sorensen, he doesn't really pace. I just think that's so important to be a championship striker, is need pace. And I think if he hasn't got it, then that's going to be tough.
Yeah, that's the big difference, I think, isn't it? In this level, is you see, like you look at their first goal. A lot of people say Ogilvy, but Ogilvy clearly it was a little bit napping. But again, it's the pace, isn't it? Pace of those wide men in the championship, and then the quality that Brick just calmly pull the ball back. I think that's where it makes a big difference in that. Just having that quality, you've got the quality, but you also got the pace with it. It makes a huge difference. Okay, on a similar thing, Paddy Lane. Still struggling I feel that was probably his best game so far this season, but still don't think it's in the level required, in my opinion. Your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I agree. I thought he was better, but he's still struggling. And I think with Harvey Blair, with his performance when he came on, I could see him coming in for Lane.
Yeah, well, you've gone with a big suggestion. Here's my suggestion. I liked a lot of what I know. Not a lot came off the Blair, but I liked what I saw. And he is again pacey. He looked much better on the right than he did on the left. And I don't know. He's going to be our Abu this season. I'm going to say he's going to be Abu Kamara. I think he's going to be the man to fill those boots. Because I liked what he did when he came on. I thought he looked dangerous. And if we just kind of get in the ball to him a little bit more, maybe that could be a good little.
I think it's tough to judge a lot of these players, because I was telling my son about how good Kamara was when he played against Sunderland when he came on. I said, even though it's only for 20 minutes or so, and we were already 3-0 down, and they were letting us have the ball. I said, Kamara looked really good on the ball. And then he came on at the weekend, and I said, I'll watch him. And he was quite shit, wasn't he? So I just felt,
He gave the ball away a couple of times, and he was a little bit caught napping a couple of times as well, wasn't he?
And it's the same with Blair, wasn't it? When he played against Middlesbrough, we were both saying have a very good game, but then he was all right yesterday. Same with Silvera, he's had sort of up and down already in 5 performances. You can't really tell whether they're good players or not, can you? So tough.
Technically he's good. End product lacking is my analysis of Silvera. Still lacking. Okay, so here's things. There are the questions for you. 2 more tough games to come. Well, they're all tough, as we've said. They're all tough. But we've got Burnley away, Sheffield United at home, which completes our nightmare opening 7. Will we be bottom after 7 games?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
we will. Yeah, we will. Yeah. Okay, follow that up with, will we be in the bottom 3 after 46 games, in your opinion, from what you've seen so far?
I know I keep saying this, and I'm like a broken record, but it's so hard to judge at the minute until we can get our best team out. And yes, we have played all these. We have played Leeds, Luton, Burnley, West Brom, Sunderland, all the top teams. So I don't know. I'd like to think not, but until we start playing the mid-table teams, all the teams that should end up mid-table, I don't know what these teams are like. I don't know what teams like Plymouth and QPR and Stoke and all these other teams are like until I see.
Stoke, Plymouth, Preston, QPR, Oxford, Derby, Millwall. Those are the teams that we really want. Finish above 3 of those, we're fine.
Yeah,
that's
it.
That's probably the aim.
So let's just wait and see. Let's not start saying Mousinho out.
Well, people have started saying it.
What people have started saying that, Mike? Surely
people started the first one I saw, I thought was kind of meant to be a bit tongue in cheek, but then I realised in the comments underneath it wasn't at all. It was deadly serious. It's kind of like, right, time to get rid. Time to get rid. Yeah. What are you talking about? What are you talking
about? They are utterly mental, and I don't care if they are watching. And it was them that said it, but it's just like, are you kidding me? You're judging him on 5 games of Championship football against top teams, against established Championship teams, when we've got players that have played 4 games who wouldn't even be on the bench normally.
It was a right back at centre back.
Right back at centre back. And you're saying without a hint of sarcasm, Mousinho out. Idiots.
Yes. Okay.
Stick that in your soundbite.
So is that's our opening? That's our opening gambit right there, isn't it? So that's your opinion. A definite no to you. Stick with John.
Well, I think so. Yeah, I'd like to stick with John after more than 5 games, if you don't mind. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's the general consensus. Let's talk about the socials briefly. Unfortunately, I don't have any examples, but it's just insane, isn't it? If you think of how good we were last season, and I appreciate we talked many, many times about how we were lucky in some games, and we plodded through a lot of games and things like that, but we were consistent, and we only lost 5 games, and we got a couple of Tonkins last year, didn't we? Blackpool, Leyton Orient, and the quality it's just different. It's a completely different level, isn't it?
You look at the game yesterday. You look at that. It's even both managers have even come out and said the scoreline didn't reflect the match itself, and it was a close game, possession chances wise, but they've just got cutting edge and they just take their chances. So
it's
just a difference in your playing the championship.
Yeah, I also feel, and I'm not blaming the ref for the defeat. Don't get me wrong. West Brom were better than us. That's why we lost. But I do feel that's the worst referee performance this season. He booked. I thought Sadie was lucky actually just to get booking. He was close to possibly get already. Went over the top of the ball, but which is a naughty challenge. But he booked a lot of our players unnecessarily. I thought like Murphy's booking ridiculous, Pack's booking ridiculous, and the thing with that, when you're booking players early like he was, I can't remember, there's another player who got booked early, was it McIntyre possibly? And he's booking players early, and what we had in that game was we were fast. It might have been Lang actually that he booked early. And I thought we couldn't keep going at that pace because one slip and that's it, you're off.
Yeah.
So I think Sadie was the only real yellow that warranted it. I thought the rest were really harsh, really harsh.
Yeah,
and it wasn't even a foul.
No, and there was a couple of dodgy ones, and there was one right in front of us where the guy just took Swanson out. That's the one that sort of went on for about 5 minutes.
And that's when Norris got booked, didn't it?
Yeah, and he didn't even give. I don't think he didn't even give him a yet card, did he? I don't even think he even gave a free kick. But
No,
it was
he scored, didn't he?
Yeah, he was awful, the ref, but you think about it afterwards, and other than the third goal, which you gave the free kick for, which wasn't a free kick. Well, anyway, I didn't think it was. You saw it on TV. So the third goal, the free kick for the third goal, I thought it was a good challenge when I first saw it.
Yeah. He got there first, kicked the ball. So none of them, man.
So I think other than that decision, there was no major decisions that affected the game. But yeah, just silly.
Same with Murphy's one. Murphy's is a ridiculous one because he's going away. They're going nowhere. The player literally just falls over. You see him just fall over. There's no contact. He gave the free kick, and Murphy he wasn't even that furious. He just went. He was like doing the whole. Was it just because he spoke to the ref? He not allowed to speak to the ref.
No,
Is that it now? I was but anyway, we were 3 goals worse off than them. I think. Well, maybe not 3. First half, I thought we competed well. Needed a goal, didn't we? We needed a goal in that 40.
Yeah, definitely.
We were well on top. But then every time they broke.
Yeah. Sorry, go.
No, every time they broke, they were dangerous, didn't they? So
yeah.
I think we'll be all right once we've got 3 fit centre backs. Paul, shocking to see McIntyre. I think they're 3 solid centre backs. Good to see Paul back for half an hour or 15 minutes or so, whatever it was. On the weekend. And maybe Farrell, I'm a little concerned about Ogilvie at left back. I think
I like that, but it's just he's getting caught out pace wise. I mean, he's one of those players who'll give you 100%. He'll kick someone into the stands. He wins like 9 out of 10 headers. He'll win it. He's really good in the air, but it's just that pace, isn't it? And teams they know it. They all put the ball down that side straight away and try and get him behind it. So I'm interested to see what this Farrell's like.
It will be interesting. I thought Pack was good again in the field. I know what you're saying about Dazelle. I do feel we just need legs around Pack. I mean, Pack's got quality, and if he's going to play all 90 minutes, we're going to need legs around. So I wouldn't be surprised if he does quite regularly replace whoever's playing alongside.
Potts,
if that's how we go. Potts maybe.
Potts in there, shall we see what he's like?
Pop him in there. Potting. Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of Williams, especially at centre back. I don't mind him playing this. Just stick him. No, thanks. Tried that now, and it's not. I thought he would have put as McIntyre is back. I thought he would have put McIntyre in there, kept Towler there. Well, actually, I thought Shocklassie would have been back.
yeah. And on that note, have you seen Mousinho's comments on that? He did say, we had a fight. We had a big fight. It was a really big fight. Then
didn't you find that he went a little bit too far? A little bit too far towards the when he was just going, we've had a fight. He
was very blunt last time, wasn't he? When they asked about him, he said,
it's not available. Yeah. So I don't know. People were saying that and that's why they're not playing him.
Well,
who knows? Just come out and say it. If that's the case, then just come out and say it. But because it'll be even worse if in a couple of weeks' time, shocked because he still hasn't played, and then they go, oh, by the way, he's going in the next window. Just be like, well, why didn't you say that?
Even so, it's a way away the next window, isn't it? So he gets some minutes out. We don't want him not playing for 6 months.
I don't know. It's definitely something weird. I don't know. And it's
like you say, we'll see the next couple of games. Apparently, he is going to be fit for Burnley. So if he's not even on the bench against Burnley, then there's question marks there, isn't there? Big question marks. A lot of people saying as well on the socials. Let's go back to the socials again. A lot of people saying about the injury record and how it's obviously down to our training or lack of preparation in warm-ups and things like this. Do you buy that? Or is it just bad luck?
I don't know. I remember Arsenal a few years ago. Arsenal seemed to be constantly dropping like flies, and it seems to be a bit like that. It's like anyone that comes in, any new player, you get a game or 2 out of them, and then that's it. They're out. And it's never just, he's out for a week and he's back next week. It's like they're out for a month 2 months.
Yeah, 6 months, though, right? 6
I know.
months.
I don't know whether, but there was always a problem. People used to talk about the drainage and that, didn't they, at the training grounds? Whether that's still an issue. I don't know. I don't know. You want to get your son to look into it.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe
maybe
that's the
the problem we used to have when we had a training, well, not a training pitch, but when we used to train was there was actually a drain in the middle of the pitch. So similar sort of problem, but no drain cover. Always lovely when you slid tackle onto that.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. It's just really irritating, isn't it? That just
the other theory is that we buy these players knowing they've got to have a record, but it's a punt because we're going to get them cheaper. So,
yeah, that sounds that sounds like a social media thing. Don't they even find out whether they've got an injury? No, they don't, mate. No. It's just some two-bit company, and what they do is they're basically playing Championship Manager, and they just get these players in without checking they've got an injury or anything.
Yeah,
some people would actually believe that, don't they?
Yep, 100%. 100% they would. Well, so that is three games in. We are just one off the bottom of the league. 3 points after. Did I say 3 games in? No, we're 5 games in. 3 points, one off the bottom of the league. It's 41 games to go. That's the way I'm going to look at it. 41 games where we need to pick up at least 45 points, in my opinion. Next up is Burnley at the weekend. What's their ground? Is it Turf Moor, Burnley?
Yeah, you'll find out in a sec.
In a sec, I will. However, everybody else will find out later on this week when we're back with our Burnley preview. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and get involved. Send us your comments. What did you think of the game? That is it from the Pompey Pods. Play on Pompey. Goodbye.
Bye.